All of them, warm welcome to a smart class in our campus. A different type of class. Uh, First of all, I thank to first time come because again and again you come and uh, visit the same smart class. So in this session, we have to discuss about the import and export procedure. What is meant by import and what is meant by export. You know the BCom stage level. So now we have to discuss about the in this topic. First of all, what is meant by import and export procedure? In this concept is known as the international trade. It's a trade between the nations. We have to, you know, the export means uh, a product exchange between the nation to nation. That is no international trade. Then we have to across the geographical boundary. Beyond the geographical boundaries, we have to export the product. Then divided into many regions. Variety of regions in world level, or more than 160 nations in the world level, we have to export the divided into many regions. The next, what are the reason for the international trade? Why the reason behind the international trade is necessary? First reason is the large scale production. We have to extend the company, we have to extend the product in the large scale operation, we have to apply the international trade. Then to satisfy the profile needs, we have to satisfy the profile needs. What kind of product they are expecting in the world level, we have to satisfy that product. Then the product change over in the geographical form, boundaries. Then occupation in distributions. What are the futures of international trade? First point, we have to exchange the product in the rural political entry. International trade means we have to entry in the other nation. So first we have to face the nation rules and regulation. For example, a few years back, Congress government lead to the our nation political party. Now BJP leads to the our nation. So year by year, I mean one political party forming some type of rules. For example, um, uh, uh, Congress government, former government, they are exporting more product and they are import more product. Now we have to export only few products only, but import majority of the product. So they are taking some type of rules in the year by year, or one ruling party taking one type of rules, then another ruling party taking another type of rules. Each country formulate in national policies, issues and relating to the commerce and trade. So every nations they are fixing variety of some sort of rules and regulations. So they have to face the rules problem. Then another problem is the tariff is a main problem. Tariff means you know the tax system. So our nation fixing one type of tax system, then Sri Lanka, then Bangladesh, then Pakistan, they are fixing some another type of tax system. So each and every nation they are following some type of rules and regulation, some type of tariff system. So this type of concept is the difficult concept in the export system. Then another point is restriction of quantities. I think a few years back one product came to India in China bike. You know that I think you did not know the product China bake. A few months available in the market, then they are restricted the product. So that is the restriction of quantity. A few quantities allowed in nation. Uh, that product is not good quality. They are control that product. Then another that one is the exchange control. Exchange control means restricting the imports of dangerous and hazards, I means unsafe goods. Illegal product or unsafe product, they are control the some type of unsafe product means if nowadays India exporting uh, what tea, coffee, that product is safe. Then some countries import the product, some dangerous goods means bursted goods. So that goods is the restricted product. Then another point is legal system. So, one of the important point in the government decision, because each and every government fixing some type of rules and regulation, so they are following the some rules and regulation. So that rules to affect the international trade. Then another important point is the monetary system. Monetary system means you know the system monetary. Monetary means money transfer and money exchange. In India, we are using the rupee system. Then some Arab nations, they are followed in the real. Then another developed nations, for example USA and another nations, they are followed in the dollar currency. So we have to exchange. Our nation used one type of currency, then nearest nations they are using another type of currency. So that is the one of the difficult concept in the monetary system. Then another point is the mobility of the factors of production. The factors of production means capital, land, labor. So that means in this concept we have mobilized the capital. Capital is the important role of the export import concept. So how to mobilize the capital, that is the very difficult concept. So that is the one of the important concept in the import export concept. Then another service, labor and service, how to develop and the factors of production. Then another one is the marketing condition. Market condition means India is the biggest market in the world level. India, China, these are the nations are biggest world market nations. And then some type of nations, for example, Arab countries, they are only exporting the product only. So some type of countries, they are export product. Our nations, we have to import only product. So market is one of the important role in the export import concept. Then another point of view, the producer and documentation. Documentation is very important. So we have to follow the all documentation and records. Then another type of concept is then transport cost. For example, we have import some product in nearest nation, a less cost we have to easily import the product or easily export the product. In long distance we have to spend high cost of transportation cost. Then what are the advantages of international trade? The first point, the international trade, we equalize the price concept. For example, we are using the cell phones. Mostly cell phones supplied in the China. So our nation fixing a normal rate. So price system equalization. Then specialization products. Some nations producing some type of special product. For India, mostly export in the which type of product? India mostly export in which type of product? Only tea, coffee. That product mostly export. In US and China and Japan, they are producing more type of technical product, for example, computer parts, then some type of technical usages parts, watch, then cell phones, then some another accessories. So the specialization product we have to avail in the export import transaction. Then another one is the larger concept. A mass level production only is possible for the import export only. Then another point one is the no discrimination. We have to know the product. Then another point is easily transfer to one nation to another nation. Then another stability in prices. The import export concept is main advantage is the stabilizing the price level in all nations. Then what are the disadvantages of international trade? First point, the loss of natural resources. We have lost several type of our own resources. For example, patent rights of many product resources we have to lose. Some product patent rights taking into British nations. So our own national resources we are losing the international trade. Then destroy the local industry. Then another concept is we are export or import then another nation product. We have to lose the local market. We have to lose our own shoppers and industries. Then unbalanced development. For example, main city of heart of cities in our nation, Bangalore, Bombay, Calcutta, Delhi, Chennai. These are the heart of cities in our nation. They, that area only developed nations. For some backward area, for example, Tirunelveli region and South Zone, then Manipuri, Mizoram, Meghalaya, that area underdeveloped. So that unbalanced system only for the international trade. Then dependency. We are depending the another nation product. For example, we are depending the cell phones only China product, China, Japan, these type of nations producing some product, we are depending that nations. So dependency is one of the main disadvantages for the import export concept or international concept. Then another affect the national interest. The rate of national interest to affect the international trade. Then another one is the important dangers of goods. Import some type of, already we have to discuss the same point. Danger goods we are not import the international trade. Then finally danger to international peace. This for nowadays a major problem in the America and Iran, Iraq. Because only for the oil product, US nation to occupy the Iraq oil price control by American nations. There, that is the some war background reason for behind is the international trade. So nowadays that problem is arised in the Iran and America. So that is the reason for the international peace, reason for the international trade. Then what are the importance of international marketing? We have to, some benefits available in the international market. One is the we have to get the latest technological product, then economic development, poor nations, backward areas to develop only for the international trade. Then we have to export the high rate of product, quality of product, high rate of product, then best product. Now our nation most of the export in the tea product. So that is the high rate of export development. Then another to cover the important debt to earn a value of foreign exchange. We have to develop our nation. For example, GDP rate, growth rate only behind the foreign exchange rate. Then another point is to increase the national level income. To high level of national income is possible for the international trade. Then last point is the we have to develop our own standard of living. We have per capita and GDP level. Then our nation capital mobilization are increased only for the international trade. So we have to discuss about the role of and importance and advantages and disadvantages of the international trade.